Hello, how's it going? Get this light out of my face. Let me just take my glasses off. Hey, I am live. Surprise, surprise. It's a little earlier than usual, but I've realized that I don't really like doing live at night. Like, I'd rather do it now when it's bright outside. See how it's bright? It's much nicer. I have more energy and my eyes work better. Anyway, I'm just checking in, see what's going on your side of town, your neck of the woods, and hang out for a little bit. I'm supposed to be working out twice a day, but I didn't feel like working out this evening, afternoon, so I'm skipping it. But yeah, what's going on with y'all? I got some new stuff on the horizon for the channel and for me, but just wanted to say what's up, and I guess I'll wait for somebody to say hello. I think it's two people here. Hello, two people. How are you? Where are you currently in the world? Let me know. I'm in Senegal, if you didn't know. That's why I am. But I think you should know. Um, things are really good. I feel really blessed. Really fortunate. Um, I'm just taking some notes here. And yeah, we got some new activities going on. So I don't think I've been live since those things have started, those endeavors. And we got I got some new things to introduce to the channel as well, which I didn't think that I would still be doing this at this time, but I actually enjoy it and I feel like it's serving a purpose, so I'll continue to do it. Um, if you notice, if you've been watching the African in Us, hey, the U.S., where in the U.S.? Are you in the East Coast, West Coast, the South, Midwest, the North? Do they call the North the North? I've never heard anybody say the North, but anyway, yeah. So I hope you're doing well. I think you're taking care of your sister, if I'm not mistaken. I hope she's doing okay and that you're doing okay as well. Um, yeah. Oh, I thought my kid was crying. Are you making noise? Oh, oh, you're pretending. Okay, thought you was crying. But yeah, I decided to come on and do a live a little earlier. It's about 6:30, almost 6:30 right now, and I was supposed to be working on something, but I'm waiting on my business partner. So I said, let me do a live now before I get sleepy and stuff. Usually I try to wait until my daughter is asleep, but I said, what the heck, I can do it now when it's light outside and I actually have more energy and stuff. I probably have to go to bed early today. I've been staying up so late. It's easy to stay up late here. I don't know. Shoe Barb, hey, I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well too. Um, but what was I gonna say? I found out that yesterday was Mother's Day in the States. I don't know where else it was Mother's Day, if it was Mother's Day anywhere else. So if you celebrated, I hope it was fun. Um, I don't think I've celebrated it since I've been here, really, other than send something to my mother because she's into that kind of stuff. So I send her, um, you know, a present and stuff. But but yeah, I didn't almost didn't know it was Mother's Day until around the afternoon. I started getting what is that noise you're making? You sound like you're about to be sick or something. Don't play like that. But anyway, yeah, I didn't realize it was Mother's Day until I started getting messages saying Happy Mother's Day. And then people were saying, I hope you have a great day. I hope your family does something special for you. And I'm just like, nobody here knows it's Mother's Day in the States. But I guess um, every place has a different day for Mother's Day. I remember my Mexican friends would celebrate it. It's always seemed like it'd be a day after and stuff like that. But um, but yeah, I'm not really big on Mother's Day. I realize how much pressure those kind of commercial holidays put you under without knowing it. Just being here, I was able to escape from it. Like I had a great day. It was a great day, just general. But I think that like the pressure of what do you got to get this person and you have to buy them something. Like I like the fact that here people don't you can make a big deal about like your birthday or whatever you want, your anniversary or whatever, but not everybody does. So nobody feels like this kind of pressure. Like the kids do Mother's Day stuff at school. She did something for me last year and she gave me something this year, even though Mother's Day here is the 29th of May. I don't know if there's an international Mother's Day or what, but she gave me a art thing that she did. So then I was like, oh, it's Mother's Day. Like, let me order something for my mom, but it just feels so forced and like pressure. Like I would get anxiety. I gotta buy this person a Christmas present. I gotta buy this person, and some holidays like I do like celebrating them, but I think it's easier to do without the expectation. So you don't feel like even kids' birthdays, you just feel like everybody's expecting you to do goodie bags and this and that and go all out and order a bouncer, and it's like here, my expectations are lower. Other people's expectations are lower. My kids' expectations are low, and so it's like she's not comparing herself to her friends in this. I mean, she does, but not in the same way. Like she'll compare herself to her friends, like the snacks that they got or something like that. But she won't really uh be like, oh, my friend got this expensive gift or these expensive shoes. Like nobody's spending that kind of money on kids as far as indulging them in what they want. People that are more affluent will spend money on what they want to spend money on for their kids. So they'll put them in private school or they'll buy them, quality grown up kind of clothes or like jewelry or might get them some gold or something. But they're not getting them $100 toys or, even $30 toys like for kids. So it's not that much commercial type pressure, which I love. A good friend of mine was asking me how my Mother's Day was, and I was like, "It's a regular nice day," and I was like, I like not having the pressure. And she was like, what kind of pressure? And I'm like, I actually just reached out to her because I had seen everybody posting for Mother's Day towards the evening, because it was the evening here. Um, I reached out to her because she lost her mom. And so I was like, just asking. I didn't want to bring it up, but then I didn't just wanted to feel her out and see how she was doing. So she asked me and she mentioned Mother's Day, and I was like, it's actually nice without all the pressure. Like because if my husband didn't know it was Mother's Day, I would feel like, oh, everybody around me is getting celebrated except me. And you see the Instagrams and the lunches and the flowers, and it's like I didn't get any. And so it's like all that would just add to the stress. And like now, it's like I don't have to be looking at him for anything or looking at my kid. My kid is 6. Like she can appreciate me whenever she wants, and I feel appreciated when she does stuff that comes naturally to her. So yeah, it's just interesting, like the holidays and stuff, because there's some holidays I'll still go all out for here whilst here, but it's not because of pressure, it's because I want to, and I like having that kind of freedom. But something that occurred to me yesterday. Like the more text messages I kept getting, and it's just like I don't know. Everybody has to celebrate stuff in a certain way, or everybody has to live up to, because my friend was like, what's the pressure? Because you don't have to do anything. People do stuff for you. And I'm like, but if they don't, everybody asks you, oh, let's go black. I didn't know it was Mother Day. Thankful I'm on Africa. Yes. See? And it's like, it takes the pressure off. It's so, man, it's so nice. And I used to get upset. My husband didn't know, and so I had to tell him this is the holiday, what we do in America, and you have to do. And it's just too much pressure. What are you doing, funny, funny girl? Yeah, she's silly. But we had fun anyway. I mean, she was in the pool, some people came over. We were doing puzzles together. It was just nice and chill. Like no expectations, no commercials on TV bombarding you. Make sure you do this. And I mean, I'm sure here there are certain things culturally that is expected, of course, and people might feel pressured by those things. But because I'm not a part of it, I don't have to live up to into anybody's expectations. I was talking to a friend of mine who lives here, and we are both saying like, you know, we don't have to be pressured by the local cultural expectations because we don't know them, and we don't have to, subscribe to the ones we don't want to, and because of ignorance, we get a pass, and then whatever's going on back in the states, we don't have to participate in that either. So it's like we can do what we want. Like if birthdays are your thing, you do birthdays, but you don't have to do every little thing. Like, what are you doing for Cinco de Mayo? Somebody asked me what I was doing for Cinco de Mayo actually, and it's like I've never been into Cinco de Mayo, and I'm from Los Angeles, but I don't really know what it's about to be celebrated. Like, and even if I knew the story, which I know some of it, but I just know they would speak French if it wasn't for Cinco de Mayo. But anyway, but I don't know what it was. But it was like a war or something. But it's not enough to really appeal to me to be like, yeah, people want to do St. Patrick's Day and those kind of holidays and stuff. That's cool. But if it don't mean nothing to me, it's like, why would I even, you know? But anyway, let me read the comments because I haven't even been reading. I've just been blabbing on over these holidays. Yeah, it is a lot of pressure, and I have people call me and like, oh yeah, my such and such did this for me and this and this, and it's like that's nice. Whatever makes you happy. I don't have to do it, and I don't feel that anymore. So it's a nice freeing feeling. Good afternoon, Air Twister. Hey, what's up? Happy Mother's Day, MD. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shoe Barb, exactly. I'm glad I'm not under those things anymore. Shoe Barb, where you live now? You live somewhere else? The African, I don't participate in most of them. If I want to do something for someone, yes. And I was talking to my husband about it last night because this was probably the first, or maybe this is second Mother's Day, but it's probably the first time that I haven't like pressured him like for Mother's Day. I want to. I mean, when I was first a mother, like at the beginning, it was new, so it was very, very exciting, and she was a baby. So like, I picked the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to have a picnic. But then I'm still somebody's daughter, or I still have other mothers in my life, and it's like, okay, I got to text this person, and if I don't text this person Happy Mother's Day, I got to send them a little pic. Like it's like you feel like it's gonna move your hand. Yeah, it's a thumbs up thing right there. But you feel like if you didn't give this person something, and then you got to buy this person something that just equals value, or I don't know. It's just to me that's how I would relate to everything, and so it's nice to not have to deal with that and kind of be distant from it. Um, let's see. I don't participate. I do something. Yeah. So yeah, I just say do something when you feel like doing it. And I was telling my husband, if you are in the States, because you're so busy, perhaps, and so bogged down, they have to have a day where they force you to do it because otherwise you won't make the time because you got to grind, you got to pay the bills. And I think that's a part of it too. So, like, here, if I want to go see my mother-in-law or see my sister-in-law or I could do something nice for them whenever I want to. It doesn't have to be a holiday. Like it's just when the spirit moves me. And I think the culture here is like that too. So where people are generous, like my sister in law does so much stuff for me, just being a woman here and I may need some stuff that my husband doesn't know. And, you know, and she'll send stuff from Dakar, put it in a taxi, send it down to me, or think of me when she's shopping and buy me something. And so it's like sometimes I'm like, hey, you want to go to the hotel for a day with your husband, like here you go, like just like natural stuff. It doesn't have to be this holiday. Like I used to have a budget for Christmas and like save money every month. Like yeah, wow. Just thinking about it, I'm just kind of stressed right now. Wow, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, it's it can be a lot of pressure if you get caught up in it, but you don't realize until you leave. And I think the first time I was gone for like a Christmas or like I think Christmas, the day after Christmas and Thanksgiving, those types of times when I was traveling is when I realized like you don't have to get caught up in it. Like, you don't have to. Yeah. Visibility agreed. Exactly does not mean a thing to me anymore. I feel free. That's great. Oh, you're in the US. Okay. Every day is our every day is our day or gift. Yeah, it really is. And if you have the ability to or yeah, the ability to decide to enjoy every day or most days, where you can be like, okay, or plan it out so you can enjoy and spend quality time and stuff. You don't really feel like you have to look forward to those things to have fun. Like I think back back home, the most fun I had was when we would travel, which was maybe twice a year. If I was lucky, maybe three times if I got, cheap deals or something local. And, go to like a wedding or somebody's big birthday bash or something. But in between then, it was just like the routine. 22 Able. Hey, hey, what's going on? 22 Able. Did you change your handle? Um, but yeah, so that's something that I was thinking of yesterday that I was like feeling, and I started feeling a little bit of the pressure when I started getting all the text messages because it's like, do I text all these people back, even if it's like a birthday and everybody sends you a text message? Like, do I have to answer everybody back, or do I have to, what's the protocol or the etiquette? Like before, I used to send thank you notes to people, and you know, you had to mail them out. And if you didn't send them, it's like, oh, for your weddings and stuff like that. Like all those things, it's a lot of work. It's too much work to enjoy to me at times. People think it's strange that I don't require my kids to give me things for the holidays. It shouldn't be a requisite, right? Like it shouldn't be a requirement. Like that's the thing. And I wonder how they react. Like you don't like, wow, you don't think your kids get you some? It's like, nah, like if you really know that someone loves you, and it may sound, cliche or whatever, but it's real. Like there's things that people, and it means more when people do stuff that's that's natural for them to do. If that, yeah, like if it just, it's like, wow, surprise. Like, my husband will do stuff, and I'm just like, I really appreciate it because it's not like I'm waiting. Okay, it's gonna happen tomorrow. What? And then you set yourself up a lot of times for disappointment. I remember we used to exchange Christmas gifts. We stopped, my husband and I, because like I could get myself the stuff I want. He can get himself the stuff he wants, and we would be hoping for something, and then be like, "Oh, this not you didn't give me the brand or the." It's just like, yeah, it's a lot of hype. I don't know. So now we just get gifts for my kid and watch her open it because that makes me happy. Like, it's like nice, but let's see what else somebody saying. People think it's, oh no, yeah, Antoine. Oh, I have a lot of alias. Okay, 22 A, 22 A. Well, Antoine, Jesus is on vacation. All right, I hope he has a good vacation. Uh, yeah, I can't require my kid to give me a gift, and I just see people, like I have a mom group on Facebook, and everybody's like exchanging. They do Secret Santa, and they do, and these are people that I have never met in person, but we all had our kids at the same time, and so we're in a group together. Maybe 100 or so women. We support each other at certain times. Sometimes somebody will go through a divorce, or one of the moms in my group actually was murdered by her ex-husband, actually, last year. And so, like, we'll send gifts, or help support somebody got their kids taken away, different things like that. We'll help each other, support each other through our marriages and stuff, even though we don't know each other. But whenever they would do the exchange, like, oh, who wants to do the Secret Santa, or who wants to do the Mother's Day exchange, and all this other, like, to me it's just more work keeping track of stuff, and I'm like, I don't know everybody really, and it's like buying a gift for someone you don't know. It just seems like a lot of work to me. And we're parents. A lot of us are wives, and we have jobs and things, and it's just like, I just remember at work all those functions, the birthday club, and whoo, it's a lot. It's a lot that it's kind of like you don't have time to even think. It's just like you're you're automatically signed up for all this stuff, or else you're not a part of the club or whatever. Uh, but anyway, that was just some feelings that I had on that. So I wanted to also, during this conversation, I wanted to thank everybody who has, been watching me over the past, I don't know, months, year, 2 years, um, because not because not in the way that, like, a lot of people say, thanks for watching, the videos and stuff. It's not like that. I mean, I just mean, from this platform and this doing these videos and stuff, I've learned a lot. I've been able to put in a position to help people. I've been put in a position to motivate people, and all those things make me feel good. And I've actually found myself in the process, um, at 40 years old. Like, I feel like, what was I doing before this? you know, um, it's for my husband and myself. It's like, without you guys being out there, or valuing whatever information is being provided, and the content, it's like, I mean, we would be living our lives and whatever, but this just the support just puts us in another position to be able to do more, and more of what we wanted to do, which is help people and build a community, and all that is happening. And it's such a blessing, and it's so amazing to me that I, like, little me, have been able to reach people, more people than I expected. Um, I know it's not public knowledge or whatever, but I think my channel has about almost 5,000 subscribers. Hey, African superstar Black, say hi to Auntie Gina. Say hey, Auntie Gina. Hi, Auntie Gina. That's the one we were watching on TV earlier, that you saw. Don't do that with your Don't do that to Auntie G. Please don't do that. She don't want to see that. She put the hearts for you. She loves emojis, by the way. Like, if she gets my phone, she'll text all these emojis. She wants to like all the pictures on Instagram and everything. So that's for you. Most people, when I message them or something, they'll send me a text to, like, for her, and I'm like, she can't read that. I mean, she's 6, but yeah, she's not reading like that yet. So yeah, the emojis is perfect. She said my chocolate princess. Isn't that nice? Say thank you. Thank you. With your wiggly tooth about to come out. She's gonna be toothless, guys. Anyway, that's good. This is not your life. This is my life. Our life. It's not our. This girl. Anyway, so yeah, just to be put in a position to be able to network and meet people has been great. And but then on top of that, to be able to help other people, and other people that want to do what we're doing, or do or move. And it's just been so fulfilling, really. And I can't say thank you enough. Um, for all the support. Like I thought, oh, if 1,000 people watch the channel, then I've done something, and I could just leave my channel and stop the videos after a year or so, and then just it'll be out there in the universe. But like now, I'm feeling like no, we gotta keep going. Like there's more to be. As I learn more, I want to share more. As I hi brown coat blue hi. um Thank you, lady. Keep doing the work. I will. And it's it's meaningful. Like I really feel like, oh, go wash your face. Nobody wants to see that. She's trying to be funny. Yeah. But I'll get to the comments. Y'all can keep writing. I'm gonna read them in a second. I just don't want to lose my train of thought. But but yeah, I never thought that, when I was 2 years ago when I was working at my job. It's May, yeah, 2020, May 2020. I was sitting at my desk working at a job and during the pandemic, and like dealing with people's attitudes and dealing with people's rules and regulations, and you can't have a nose ring, and you can't do this, and you can't wear certain colors to work. You gotta be professional. You gotta la la la. And even if they don't say you gotta, they kind of pressure you. That's why I know with the African Star Black, when she said on her video that they let her stop working for after 5 days because they said her nails were too long. And it's like they just want to control your happiness and like stifle you. And yeah. So like all that going on, I had no idea that, fast forward 2 years later, I would be here doing this, living here. Like, look where I live. Move, baby. Move, move, move. Look where I live, man. Like, this is just this is my loft, my office loft. Like me. Phew. And my husband had goals, and I was like, that's too ambitious. And now I'm like, what was I thinking? We should have bought all the land. We should have, we could have done this early. You would have, could have, should have. But it's just like to be scared to take the leap and to be hesitant. It's like, man, I could have done it earlier. I could have done it better. But now I'm like, okay, I don't know if no holds bar is the right word, but like I just feel like I could just do. There's no limit to what I could do. Like, man, like I have to live another 70 years to do all the stuff I want to do. And so yeah, so like the channel is gonna continue, and I'm gonna be adding other. Hey, they can't even hear, man. This is my job. This is why. Uh-uh. Okay, she's looking at herself on my phone, and there's a delay, so she's laughing at herself. Okay. Yes. Yes. Can you please let mommy concentrate? The people love you. They say, okay, go eat your yogurt and go. Thank you. Or stay in the back over there. But yeah, I think that I'm really blessed and fortunate, and I really want to make as much of a difference as I can. Stop spitting and stuff. She don't let me do nothing. So let's look at the comments real quick before I lose my. She made me smile so adorable. Let's see what else did I miss. Oh, Shoe Barb says you're an inspiration to the ones that follow coming to the continent. Thank you so much. That's what's up. Like I really I don't know. Like I really can't just care about myself. Like I really can't just be like I'm living here and not tell anybody. And I have to tell my friends and family, and I can't force nobody to do anything specific. But at the end of the day, if I can inspire somebody to live their dream or pursue pursue something greater than what you think you can do, because I think as African descendants, in the diaspora, we have been taught and trained to devalue devalue ourselves. Yasin, do you want me to go off on you in front of all these people? Take this downstairs, please. And go wash your hands. Oh, anyway, um, what was I saying? Kids make your brain work extra hard. But um, but yeah, I can't just do this for myself. Like I can't just think about, me and my family or whatever. Like I want like all the people that have been their lives have been taken too soon, the Tamir Rices, the 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 Nipsey Hustles, the I don't even know. It's too many. It's too many names. But it's like all those things, Breonna Taylor's and stuff. That really hurts me. Like the Sean Bells, the and I feel like I have to tell at least one person or however many people that you could try something different and not be afraid. And if I can show you what it looks like, then you won't be scared and you won't be nervous. And because I was scared and nervous, the first time I came here. And what pushed me was someone else I knew had come here before in college that at least planted the seed. And so that's what I want to do. Like going forward, I want to plant the seed and somebody else plant the seed. And then it's like, it's going to be every country going to have like 20,000 African Americans living in, and we just have our little, like, I don't know. I just think it will be every country, not even just in Africa, like every country. That's something I would love to see. Like us living in Panama, us living in, and so anywhere you want to travel, you just know you got a community there, like how the Armenians do, like how the Chinese, Chinese people speaking patois in Jamaica, like they everywhere. So we family, and I want my family to be able to flourish and be able to get out basically because it's not it in so many ways. Let's see what else we got. Comments going. Amazing how things can change. Thank you for being so courageous. Thank you. That's so nice. um your story is amazing. Thank you very much. It's not me, man. It's just I've been blessed. User zero, user one says hi, yeah, yeah. I'm from Senegal, Ben Ba. But living in the States, but watching you every time make me want to pack and leave. Oh, let's go. What are you waiting for? You got family here, so you got a place to crash while you figure it out. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. I will be relocating to Dakar at the end of this month. All right. You are such an inspiration to us all. Wow, thank you so much, Pamela. Hey, get off. Go get your tablet. It's in my room. That'll fix her. Keep her from messing with me. Hello there, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. I always enjoy your content truly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, speaking of content, so I'm bringing some new stuff. Um, I was watching this show. Like before I came, I basically retired. They don't call it retirement because I was too young, but in my mind, I retired. But oh, Tambakunda. Oh, wow. Where's Tambakunda? Is south or north? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like in the like after Gambia, I think. Cool. Um, wow. Thank you. You're so sweet. But no, go in your room and use your tablet, please, so you can leave me by myself. No, thank you. Thank you. Leave it there. That's great. Okay. Bye bye. Let mama think for herself. But yeah, before I came, I was writing down since I was mentally gonna be retired. I'm writing down all the things that I want to do in my life if I didn't have to work. So that's what I'm doing because I didn't know like the YouTube thing started out as a hobby. Now it's become a part of you know what I do. um, and not just in a monetary sense, like as far as earning, because it's not really that significant. However, it's a way to reach people. It's a way to promote whatever you're doing. It's a way to build an audience. It's a way to influence as well. So you know that grew from that. And so I'm like, well, what else did I want to do that I didn't even know could end up being something? So anyway, so I want to include more of my hobbies and day to day stuff. Um, so I'm adding my uh, passion for cooking to the channel. Because at first I was like, well, it's about Senegal, but I live in Senegal, so everything I do have to do with Senegal. So I'm adding that. So it's gonna be. I'm excited because I've decided to become a chef. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna become a chef. I've just decided that's what I'm gonna do because I've always liked those cooking shows and stuff. And I was like, well, I could do that. I just don't want to work at a restaurant or anything. But I was watching this show and they were cooking. It was these really, 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 really high caliber chefs, and they were cooking in a competition. And they were cooking stuff from different countries, and I'm like, "Ooh, I would like to do that." So I was like, "Why don't I do?" Because YouTube and Google will teach you everything. So I'm gonna be basically a Google chef. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna be documenting it. I'm gonna try to cook something from every country, and I'm starting from every country that I've been to, and then from there, I'll because I probably can't travel to every country in the world, especially with the restrictions that are still in place. Otherwise, I would be hopping all over the place right now because I have the time. I'm retired, so that's one of the things I wanted to do was travel, and because that's there's a hindrance. I haven't felt the urge to travel as much because living here is like traveling, but I don't want to lose that passion that I have for getting to know other countries and stuff. So I just decided to get to know other cultures and stuff by cooking their food and learning about them and reading books from different countries. And I'll just wait until hopefully one day here things seem okay, but I don't know, other parts of the world is still kind of sketchy. So I want to do that. So that's going to be some new videos going to come up every so often, maybe every month. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but the first one is coming out tomorrow. So I'm cooking a dish, the national dish of, or one of the national dishes of a country tomorrow. I'll leave that as a surprise. But it's really fun. So I enjoy cooking. I don't like cooking for as a chore like every day, but I enjoy creating stuff. I'm like intuitive kind of improv chef. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then who knows? In 3, 4 years, I might actually be a chef on one of those TV shows. You never know. I might call over here and be like, we want to put you on a reality show. I don't know, but anyway. So yeah, I'm just the limit. Like, there's no limit to what you can do. And I hear people say, if I didn't have kids, I could do this. If I didn't have to pay for college, if I didn't have to do this, if I didn't have a mortgage, it's like, no, there's no excuses. Like, my mortgage was my excuse, so I got rid of that sucker. I was gonna say something else. I got rid of that bad boy. Like, that's what I did. So, you know. And what else is happening to the channel? Also, I'm releasing some of my old Patreon videos because they're just sitting there, and it's been almost a year. So those will be coming out. So sometime it'll look like I look different, or things look out of sequence, or the house is not built. So don't be alarmed. It's just old videos that I've decided to share since it's been a long time, because Patreon is getting like 2 videos a week, and so there's tons of stuff. It's just like raw, unedited type stuff, which is easier for me to put out. But now that enough time has passed and we're already established and everything, some of the stuff is kind of private to share, but it can help people, so that's why I do it. But I didn't want to put certain parts of our business out there in the public, um, just because there's always like scrutiny, and people think that you're doing something wrong, or you should do this, or just like overly, some people can be overly helpful. And so we just didn't want anything to cloud our judgment and what we were doing. And so now that that time and significant time has passed, like certain things I can share, and you guys can look back and see what our thought process was on certain things, and how certain behind the scenes things were going. So those videos will be coming out as well, and I'll always put a notice there so you'll know this is a previous video. So it's not from right now. Let's see what else somebody's writing here. I will be no, I read this already. Tambakunda. Have you already walked with lions in Senegal? No, I haven't. I believe that's somewhere in the south. I've never been to Casamance or Ziguinchor. That's on my to-do list. Um, of places to go, but I haven't walked with the lions yet. I saw lions in Dakar at the zoo one time, a long time ago, but I've only been to the safari, and I do have a video of that too. I went to the safari park, and when we drove through, but there were no lions there. Everything but lions was there. I think giraffes, beautiful zebras, stuff like that. You can do anything with a vision. Yes, this is so true. If you can see it, you can believe it. And it's difficult, it's not easy to visualize something that you've never seen. So you really have to put it in writing or speak it out. And sometimes people say don't tell people stuff because you might jinx yourself or people might hate on you, and that's true. But if you could write it down and plan it out, every year I write down the goals that I have. Even, before coming here, I wanted to get a promotion. I got it 2 years early. I wanted to buy a house. We got it 2 years ahead of schedule. I wanted, when my husband first moved to the States, I wanted certain things for him, career wise. And I was like, okay, this is the plan. We got a 5 year plan because you're starting from zero. You don't speak the language. You don't have the, certificates and degrees and whatever that they want. So you have to, work your way. And so everything was before schedule. Like we was able to buy a house in 3 years, I think, from him moving there. And like, there's a lot of people never able to do that and they lived there their whole life. So things like that, if you write it, things will happen. And a lot of things God has blessed me with way before, or think more than what I expected, like on top of what I wanted to have a house that I didn't have to pay a mortgage. I didn't think it was going to be all this, and but yeah, don't underestimate what you can do for sure, because you will sell yourself short. Um, Hello, you guys are such an encouraging family. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you. We gained so much knowledge of Senegal from you. I plan to visit Gambia first, but I know that I'll be making my way there too. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Yeah, Gambia is right next door. I need to be getting back. I haven't been since last year. I gotta go check it out again. But yeah, so those are like the updates and stuff for me. Anybody want to talk about current events? I recently I was watching something, like I heard about Kevin Samuels passing away. I didn't really know who he was, but up until I think last year when he was like in the news or something, I heard about him. So I heard about him and I was watching something about him passing away, and then somebody mentioned, I guess people were saying stuff about him, even though he's gone. And then somebody mentioned in that conversation that I was watching that Rush Limbaugh had passed away last year, and I was like, or had passed away a while ago or something. I was like, he did, and I didn't even know. Like, it's some stuff that happens that I have no idea. And there was somebody else that passed away that I didn't know either. And I think it's because it's not like, because I'm here. I think like my phone and all my social media and all that, it doesn't register like to send me these commercials and alerts. Like I get commercials from here, but I'm not bombarded. Like there's a couple of apps or a couple of things that they promote from here, but not like when I was back in LA when I went to visit. Like I was getting a whole bunch of stuff, donate money to Ukraine and do all this, and all these things were just coming like through, boom, boom. But so yeah, being out of the loop is interesting. Even like with we were talking about earlier, Mother's Day, being out of the loop for that, it's like it kind of gives you the ability to control what you at least control a little more. Like media is still powerful here, but to control what you absorb and what you intake. So like I didn't know Rush Limbaugh passed away. Now I looked it up and it was like over a year ago. So I wonder what else I don't know about. So anyway, that's why I'm asking. Is anything going on that I need to know or that's interesting? I haven't yeah, I haven't looked into too much. Like I don't watch news from the states at all. I don't watch news from here either. I just wait for somebody to tell me. If it's big enough, somebody will tell me. But because I'm not at a 9 to 5 either, there's no like water cooler talk. It's just whatever in my house, whoever comes by. But the most thing that I hear about here that's like all around is like when there's a game, a soccer game. Because if you go somewhere, people will have jerseys on, and you're like, and then you're like, oh, it must be a game. So things like that. But other than that, it's not really like people talking about, oh yeah, Roe versus Wade, which I grew up hearing about Roe versus Wade, and I never really looked into what the case was. But I know people are talking. I have seen people post about the rights to terminate and stuff lately, and people saying stay out of my uterus and stuff like that. So I figured something was going on, but because I didn't want to know too much, I was like, I'm not even going to look into it to get agitated or get upset about whatever they're doing because it no longer affects me. But it's a little sad. I don't know. It's a little sad to me that's happening. You know, it's it's unfortunate. I don't know all the details, but I can remember the last time it came up and what the consensus or what people were saying, and I'm just like, as someone who's been pregnant twice, um, I don't know. I don't know if everybody can empathize or understand and relate to that. You know, but I'm not there no more. So in Russia, Ukraine, is the war affecting Africa? Not that I know of. Um, I don't even know how it relates to gas because when I was in the States, the gas was a lot higher. That was in March. So the war is still going on. I haven't even I remember people here were talking about something back in March or so, maybe early March, and something about Putin. Like one of my brother-in-laws, he's like into a lot of he watches the news and documentaries and stuff. So he was kind of breaking it down to me, and I think he was saying that people kind of like Putin because of certain things that he did, and he was explaining. I don't remember what he said, but he was trying to explain to me why the United States doesn't like him and something something and whatever he said. I just remember it was like something I didn't know about him. I just know that I've been kind of subconsciously programmed to not like him, but I never knew why. I never knew like he's bad or he's good, or I just knew that whenever I would see his face, I just thought, oh, they don't show him in a good light for some reason. But I never knew the real story, like the history. I don't think they teach about that or talk about that kind of stuff in school. South Texas is around $4. When I was in LA, gas was $5 a gallon, and that was back in March. So I don't know. So it raised the price because the U.S. is sending money over there or something. How does that correlate? Or does gas come from Russia? Like I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, at least around this part of Africa, I don't really see anything being affected. But I only know about this one country. I don't watch I don't see what's going on in Mali or Gambia. I hear from my friends there, but I haven't heard anything. Ben Ba. I was the last live I had. Did we talk about this? I didn't. Nobody wanted to get into it, but now that things have, time has passed. Um, I saw that. Oh, I saw that Dave Chappelle got attacked the other day. And I wonder if that has anything to do with, you know. it may not have anything to do with what Will did, but at the same time, I think the fact that it hit the news circuits in the way that it did, I think that has something to do with what Will did because that blew up so much. And I think, now it's like the algorithm is like, this is what people want to see kind of thing or hear about. But I think that I saw that Chris Rock was at the Hollywood Bowl or something where Dave Chappelle got attacked and he said I thought it was no, did he say I thought it was Will Smith or some? I think Chris Rock made a joke or something. Something. What did he say? I got hit by the softest rapper. I don't know. Anyway, Chris Rock said something. I think he was there. So I think about the whole deal. I think that Will, from what I know, I bought his book too. It's right here. I'm supposed to read it, but I haven't. I haven't turned myself onto it right now. I'm still reading Angela Davis autobiography, but I think that he has some issues. Um, and what make it more what I'm looking for. Yes, come turn the light on for me, babe. What make it more shocking or impactful, or I don't even know if that's the word, but I guess what make it more surprising is the fact that it's Will Smith and how he's been portrayed in media all this time. And I think for somebody to turn on one of these lights, like up here, thank you, babe. Right here, Stacey. I think that, you know, even from his words, he's tried to live up to a level of perfection that's impossible and, you know, unattainable. And I think it's difficult. It's right here. No, you see, right here. It's but, or is it behind the bookshelf? Thank you. That's good. Thank you. Um, so yeah, I think that Will is struggling with some things. And I don't even know what goes on behind, you know, the the Hollywood closed doors or whatever. So I think that I think something's wrong there, but I couldn't tell you what it is. It was I had so many theories, and I thought it was fake, and then I thought it was acting, and then sometimes I still think it's fake, and that it's like But now that he's being taken out of the Academy Awards and banned and stuff, I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even know. But I know that Hollywood, like when people in Hollywood pass away, like the Hollywood of the 60s and 50s and stuff, like we find out later what was really going on, like who was doing drugs and who committed suicide and who had uh tendencies or whatever. And I just feel like, we'll find out in 30 years maybe what the truth is. It's possible that it could be something that we're not even thinking. So who knows? It could be anything. Hollywood, it could be anything. Um, you know. But yeah, that was definitely misplaced anger because Chris didn't say nothing. Like, what did he say? The movie, I want to see you in this movie. What's wrong with that? You know, nothing. She sit in the front. He's a comedian. Like, you know, that was to me, it wasn't even nothing warranting that or warranting anybody to get upset. And you expect that. So I think something was planned. Maybe it was just playing in Will's head. I don't know. Or, they team and stuff. But now I'm kind of it leaves a bad taste. I used to watch Jada's show every now and then, the episodes that I was interested in. But now I'm like, I don't know. I can't I don't buy it anymore. Let's see. Wendy Green, it would be a slippery slope. Private decisions being regulated by state government. Contraception could be next. It's just it's a major slippery slope, yo. It's like for real. And I would really want to know what's the motive, what's the end game, because usually you just gotta follow the money. And when you follow the money, you find out what it's really about. And I think that as far as that's concerned, reproductive stuff, it has to be some money for somebody at the end of it. You feel me? Like I think that's what America's all about, the capital. And they wouldn't do anything that would make them lose money, you know. So I don't know. Let's see. Ben says I agree. Multifaceted says you're right. Yes, Putin is hell bent on taking over Ukraine. I'm glad you're not affected yet. As for Roe versus Wade, I'm not for abortions for myself, but I don't want old white men making decisions about my body. Yeah, I don't know what the stipulations are. I just don't like. It's like when you put your money in a bank or some type of financial institution where they could tell you you could take your money out if it's for college education, but you can't take it out if you need to have surgery or if you need to buy a house or to buy a property. So you have to fill out these forms to qualify to get your own money. Like I don't like when they have all these rules about stuff because I feel like if they say, well, if the person is expecting a child and they're under 14, then that's just more time that's got to pass because you got to verify, provide the birth certificate and do this, and if you can't, there's no loophole. Like I like being here because things can happen and you may not like like people have flexibility because there's that human element, but like in the states I feel like, well, sorry, ma'am, you don't qualify by $1 for this insurance. Your income is $1, but like there's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no wiggle room, and I just feel like if they make it a rule, it's just to put more people in jail, and maybe that's what they want. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I think back in the '70s, wasn't it like the same thing? People were passing away doing stuff to them, their bodies and stuff. And I remember the last time they were talking about this, maybe a year or so ago, pre-pandemic, I want to say. Um, uh, One of the congressman people was like, he had a mistress that he, you know, encouraged to terminate, but he was against it himself. Like, I don't know. I mean, for myself, at this point in my life, I wouldn't consider it for myself. But then I've never been in a position, but things could change, and I could change my mind. Like I want to have the right to change my mind. So like today, I don't think I would do it. But it's not about me. It's about people. Like I have a female child. Like there's people who who don't make it, you know what I'm saying, after giving birth or whatever. And so I don't know. But y'all do what y'all want to do in y'all country. Cause yeah. And I mean it's not like, I mean it wouldn't be extreme for people to just like leave because of that, but then it seems like it, but it's like so many other reasons. Like you just add that to the list. That's how I feel about it. Um it's not a lot going on in that marriage. It's a lot going on in that marriage that we don't know about that's unhealthy. I used to be a fan of Jada, but the red table talk has turned me off. I was a fan of the first couple of seasons, and then life I got busy and stuff. But I would watch certain episodes. But then what I felt like happened was that it's like when stuff is grassroots raw, like she started it, it was like cool, you know, they're being real. And then, get sponsors and people want to suggest stuff. Oh, you should talk about this. You should dress like this. You should the lighting, what you wear, like everything is so orchestrated that the rawness is like it kind of fades out, I think. So I I like the red table talk because they talked about stuff that people. I think we need more transparency, but then when it started getting to certain subjects, or yeah, it just felt like, I don't know. It just felt too much like sensationalism and stuff. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like people were more on the show were more careful of what they were saying than they were initially. And that to me doesn't sound as real or authentic. I don't know. But yeah, let's see. As as I look at different countries in Africa, there is a great struggle in finding the right one. I'm looking at what hate I'm looking at I look at what in Haiti and Ukraine, what's happening there. Something happened with Haiti. Haiti is a beautiful place. Um, if I could, I would go back there again soon. But I want to go to so many places. What has happened there? I don't know anything about Haiti and Ukraine. I didn't know the two were related. I think Haiti is a unfortunate is in an unfortunate situation just in general with everything that's happened to them. Oh, it's like Haiti is the example. Oh, okay, wait. There's a great struggle. As looking at there's a great struggle in finding the right one. Looking at Haiti, looking at what in Haiti and Ukraine, what has happened there. Hmm. The only one that fought back, yes. Oh, is Ukraine? Yeah, see, I'm not familiar with the Ukraine situation. They're the only ones that fought back against Russia. Is that what's going on? Yeah, the Haiti whole circumstances and everything is so unfair, and no one's trying to rectify it. I haven't heard France do nothing, say nothing, apologize, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like they make up the rules as they go and change them as they see fit or whatever. But I just feel like they had to make an example of them so that no other Caribbean country or country that had slaves at that time, you know, they could discourage people fighting back, and it worked. You know, it's diabolical. You're in your own utopia in Senegal, Africa. Just enjoy and not let this U.S. negativity invade your mind. Oh, I definitely pick and choose what I'm able to receive and not receive. Any new guests expected soon? Yeah, actually, it's a whole bunch of people coming at the end of this month. I can't even keep track to be honest. Like, um, I have a friend who's coming back. We met here, and but they live in L.A. So they're coming back and for like summer break for their kids. And then who else is coming? I have a cousin. How do I say this? I have a cousin-in-law that lives in Texas. That's coming with his family. Um, and his wife is my yeah. His wife would be my cousin-in-law too, I guess. But his wife is like I call her my sister-in-law because she's like my non-black sister-in-law to me. Um, and so their kids are cousins with my daughter and stuff. So they're supposed to come, and yeah, towards the end of this month too. There's a couple of people that reached out to me that told me that they're coming this month. So maybe they'll want to link up possibly, but yeah, a lot is going on. Like the summer is gonna be busy. We just had somebody move to Malakunda. Um, it's actually a distant relative of my husband, but they moved from Dakar, and they moved down here, and they're gonna start building. Like they're like, nah, this is where it's at. I think two people came to visit the house yesterday, um, looking at land and stuff, and the lady that came to our house yesterday was like, no, I want to buy here. So she just called her broker person, and the broker came back. They came yesterday, and the broker came back today. Was like ready to meet one of the landowners and do that. So things are changing, things are growing. I'm excited. I should have one of a next door neighbor building soon. Before the year is out, and so that's exciting. We have a lot to work on at the house still. It's not like the structure, but the decor. Like I want some more plants, and I want my garden done before rainy season starts, so I can like really have a garden because I haven't been able to eat anything from my garden because everything's been in pots. It won't like um produce yet because it's not enough soil. But so that's going on. What else is going on? Yeah, we're just grinding. Like we're getting ready for some projects coming up. And somebody stayed at the Airbnb the other was that last month? Yeah, last month. And so we had our first guest stay over here, and then somebody else is supposed to come a little later on. But my cousin is supposed to come back too. Um, so we'll see. She hasn't got her ticket yet. But one of my cousins that was here uh, November, when the whole group came, she's supposed to come back and bring her parents. So that would be awesome. My homeboy is supposed to come back probably sometime this summer. That was here last year. Um, and yeah, so like it should be a really really fun summer. I'm looking forward to everything, you know. And it's amazing. Like I could be doing so many activities, but never feel as overwhelmed as I did working one job in the States. And it's like, you know, here you meet people like for example, our pool guy. Our pool guy is also our plumber. And he also raises chickens. So when we need chickens, he gives us chicken. And it's like he could do some electric. Like it's like people do so many things, and it's not overwhelming. Like you can have four, five, six, seven, eight streams of income, but not be like you know so drained. Like I could work 3 hours a day, and if I want, and or I could work 24 hours, but I could still have people come over my house while I'm working. I could still, you know, take a break, go to the beach, have some lunch with another repat or something. And so you just feel free. You just feel, yeah, it's lovely. God is good. It's the fake independent. It's like fake independence. Yes, exactly. That's going around in a lot of places. You know, it's crazy because people sell people sell the West or the U.S. specifically as this place where you can have the freedom of speech, but you really can't. Like you know, you can't say whatever you want to say without something happening, and then it's like you you could do whatever you want. You free, but like you have the freedoms that they give you that they want you to have. Like I'm reading this Angela Davis autobiography, and she's talking about when she was in jail. Like they basically want to crush you. Like they give people medications, and this is back in the 70s, I think. They give people drugs to numb them, make them sleepy, and all this other stuff. And they're not trying to rehabilitate anybody. And then it's like I don't know. It's like dang, this stuff is still going on 50 years later. This is insane. And if you look at history, it's like and learn from it, you're thinking, why would I, hope for better? You know what I'm saying? Like they make us think that things are improving because we have the Crown Act and stuff. And okay, no problem, multifaceted Shay. Like you got the Crown Act and stuff, but it's like why do you have to have all these things to defend to fight for why do we have to fight like it's our country for real, like it's really our country, and you know we're more welcomed and more accepted and feel more autonomous in other places, But yeah, that's a conversation for maybe another day. I'm not gonna stay on here too long. I gotta make sure my kid gets to sleep and gets fed. And yeah, I want to read a little bit before I get too sleepy. But I just wanted to say hello, and I want to say thank you again to everybody who has been inspired, touched, moved, motivated, or whatever, or just enlightened by whatever I share, because that's that's really what the goal is. Like, if you can learn, because traveling and is the best education. And even if you're not here, like, we're in the perfect time where I could talk to you from all the way in Senegal. Like, that's it's genius. Like, and I feel like you could benefit from not even getting on a plane and going somewhere and learn something without, it being filtered through and sugar coated and all that stuff. And so whoever has taken something positive from this journey that I'm on, like, I love you for that, because without you, then I would have no purpose of doing this. So I'm gonna keep doing it for as long as it's helping people, and I'm gonna, do my best to. I don't really force anything. I just share whatever I think can help somebody or give somebody, shed some light. So I'm just gonna keep doing it natural like that, and and we'll see where this takes us. So with that, I will bid you all adieu. Thanks for hanging out with me. Because if you weren't here, I wouldn't have nobody to talk to either. So I appreciate you guys very much. Yassi, pick out your clothes for tomorrow. Come say bye. Hurry up. But you're welcome. But bye bye. Yeah, bye bye. They said bye. They sent you some hearts. Yeah. All right. It's time to figure out what's for dinner and get her in the bed if I can in the next 30 to 40 minutes. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, guys, I love you very, 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 very much, and I appreciate you even more. And if you come to Senegal, come say hi. So, talk to you guys on the next one. See you guys later. Peace out.